Perfect. Wow. All right, we got guys jumping in, man. We're already hitting numbers. Wow. Well, let me see. Pablo, you can see me good from this angle?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, guys. Hey, welcome back to Redcat Live, the one episode where technical difficulties sometimes become a standard notion in life, but we're here. We're having a great time, and I'm glad to say you guys can hear me, which is awesome. This feed today will be only featured on Facebook today. Anytime we do solo runs, we can usually get Instagram, but today, when we're doing interviews such as today, we're going to be just hanging out on Facebook Live. Without further ado, if I had a drum roll, I'd do it. I'd like to welcome the one and only, the legendary Mr. Kandy N Chrome to the show. Man, Pablo, how are you, brother?
What's going on, man? You good over there?
Sometimes you just got to go with the big intro once in a while. You know what I'm saying? You just got to.
That's right.
You got to go big. You know what I'm saying? Like all the way from Los Angeles, California. You're from LA, right?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I didn't mess that one up. Oh, man. Apollo, man, thank you so much for being a part of today's show. I've been personally looking forward to this one quite a bit. We have a lot of followers that follow as well, and they keep an eye out on what you do and what you bring to the table. And, man, there's a lot of excitement for, what we get to talk about today. So, first and foremost, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for being a part of the show and joining the Redcat family on Redcat Live.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me on here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, it's all love, man. We got people from Nevada. We got people from Prescott out here. We got people from Los Angeles, San Diego. Man, the maps are getting hit. So, yeah, and everyone knows that I love tacos. Thank you, Tony. If you got tacos, let's talk about it. But yeah, Pablo, welcome to the show. You are Kandy N Chrome, right?
I think so, yeah.
Last you checked?
Yeah, last I checked, yeah.
Awesome. We even got the Bay Area down on here too, man. That's awesome. Arkansas, man, I love the shout outs, guys. That's awesome. We got people from Florida chiming in too, man. This is turning into a good little spew here. But Pablo, so first and foremost, you've been probably one of the, in my opinion, realest, most iconic automotive painters when it comes to the lowrider scene. You've been around for ages. When people, I found this out a few weekends ago when I was at the Lowrider Super Show, and we were talking, and people were saying, "Hey, do you know anyone that does custom body work?" And I said, "Yeah, for our 64's Kandy N Chrome." He goes, "No, I'm talking about for my Redcat 64." I go, "Yeah, Kandy N Chrome." He goes, "No, like he does cars, like real cars. He doesn't do." Yeah, he does. And they're looking at me like I'm crazy. And they're like, dude, there's a saying, like a status level in the lowrider scene to be Kandy N Chromed is a statue level. It's like being an all-time high. So that just shows and explains the level of craftsmanship and quality of paintwork that you do, and you've been known for. I mean, everyone knows your name. I guess my biggest question is, where did it start, man? How did we get here? How did you get into this type of field?
I mean, just basically being into cars, man. Being into, lowriders, wanting to, paint my own car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, just growing up, you don't got the money for that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't. Can we cuss on this? You know what I mean? Like growing up, I mean, for me, I always seen, lowriders up and down, where I used to live at, you know what I'm saying? So, you always want to have a lowrider when you grow up, right? So, you don't have the money for it. So for me, I mean, I just took it upon myself to kind of just teach myself pretty much, starting off with like, with model cars, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's really where I kind of got started with the model cars. Like from there, just kind of not really knowing how to, what I was doing, just kind of just painting them with my mom's nail polish, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Just kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, messing shit up. That's probably the best teacher is messing stuff up pretty much.
Right. By
I mean,
trial and
yeah.
error, right?
What happened? I didn't hear you.
By trial and error, right? You to make
Yeah,
mistakes.
trial and error is your best teacher. It's always going to be the best way you're going to learn, because I mean, if you have somebody right there telling you what to do, you know, it could be one ear and out the other real easily, you know. So I mean, I learned from I think I learned the best things that I know now from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So
You know, I think that it's probably, in my opinion, has been the best way I've learned to do things in the past. Right.
yeah,
When someone tells you, "Hey, don't do that," because you know your paint's going to wrinkle, or you know whatever the case may be, is one thing. But when you do it and you go, "Oh crap, I messed that up. I know what I messed up. I'm not going to ever
yeah,
do that again because I'm always going to follow the step procedure and make sure I don't do that again." Right.
yeah. Especially when there's a lot on the line, like as far as you know, material cost, or you know what I'm saying, you're messing up somebody's car. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's a lot. It's a
right.
lot to go wrong, you know, with somebody's stuff.
And in your field, I'm sure time is the most important attribute, right? So if, let's say, you make a mistake and now you're taking longer to do paint work, if that car is trying to get ready for a certain car show, is trying to get ready for a certain event, you know, so
Yeah,
the pressure always is boiling.
yeah. The deadlines make it a little bit more funner.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? It just adds to the you know, to the pressure, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just, at the end of the day, I'm just doing what I enjoy to do. You know what I'm saying? I just you know, enjoy making you know, damn. Hold on. Hello.
I can hear you. You're still good. I think we just got to turn your camera back on and you'll be all right. Oh, so guys, bear with me. Looks like we lost Pablo for just a few moments. We'll get him back in here just in a few seconds. There he is. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. My bad, man.
No, you're okay. You're okay. Do me a favor. Put your camera back on landscape mode. Flip it.
Let's see.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. Everybody want to call me right now, man.
Everyone wants to talk business, man. So that's awesome, guys. We got Pablo back. No worries at all. So let me ask you a question. When you got into this scene, you got into it from a model standpoint, trial and error with nail polish on model cars. You know what happened after that? Like, obviously you didn't just go to start painting a real car. You know, right after that, how did that passion grow? You know, how did you learn the craft of painting after that?
Well, I mean, from model cars, I mean, it kind of did transfer into real cars. Well, my personal car, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, my first car was a Cutlass, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to, you know, I didn't have the money at that time to actually hire somebody to paint it or do anything on it, like as far as hydraulics or whatever. So, you know, like for me, I like learning stuff. So as far as like the hydraulic aspect of it, I taught myself pretty much how to cut my own car, you know, how to install the hydraulics. So, you know, same deal. I mean, I messed that up a couple times. And as far as getting it painted, I kind of, you know what I'm saying? Well, by the time I got my first car, I was already working at like a little small body shop. They didn't really do a whole lot of custom work, but you know, they did some stuff in there. So I learned the basics there as far as like, you know, prepping and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So they were cool with me you know, being able to work on my own car. So that's kind of where I developed my craft as far as the um learning how to custom paint, you know what I mean? So I just, you know, I just laid out the, you know, the base on it, and you know, I just kind of taught myself the how to basically lay out a flake candy paint job. You know, something real simple, just a solid color. You know, I dripped the paint here and there, and you know, I took notes. You know what I'm saying? I took notes everywhere where I messed up at. You know, the metal flake was all blotchy. You know, I definitely learned a lot from that car, but you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I was saying, that you learn from your mistakes. So I mean, but I mean, I don't know. At the same time, it was kind of good enough, like to catch people's eye to where, you know, they'll be like, "Hey, who painted your car?" And you know, I basically just say me. You know, I painted it myself, and they were I guess it was good enough to where people entrusted in me to paint their car. You know what I mean? So I kind of just it just kind of started snowballing from there. Because I mean, once I painted one dude's car, it just goes from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it turned full time for me probably about 15 years ago. Like I haven't done any other type of work, since then, as far as the custom painting thing. You know what I mean?
Right, right. So let me ask you, the type of work that you do, the quality at which it comes in. I mean, it's car show quality all the way. Um, what kind of a waiting list do you have, or do you have one at this time by chance?
For real cars, yeah. I mean, it's a few months out. I'd say about at least a good 6 to 8 months.
Wow.
I mean, it's not. I don't know. I know there must be other painters that got a longer waiting list than me, but it's I am a few months out as far as a wait list. I mean, each car it just takes a massive amount of hours to get them done. You know what I mean? I mean, you could pump them out quick, but then you see the results. You know what I'm saying? You see when something was rushed, or you know what I mean.
Right.
The final product is always visible. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell when somebody takes their time into something, and you know what I mean.
Right.
So I like taking my time. I like if I do mess up somewhere, I like taking it back to square one and redoing it. You know what I mean? Like I just don't like try to look past it and try to, I don't know. There's ways to fix stuff when you mess up, but I like I don't know. I don't know if you will call it perfectionist, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm perfectionist or not, but
Well,
I just like the I just like to make sure that the final product is on point. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. And and I think in a lot of ways, a lot of people they take that for granted, which is, everyone we've come accustomed to living in a society where if you want something, you can order it from Amazon and have it next day. And people forget that sometimes great quality means time, right? And you got to take your time to do it right. You don't want to rush it, and it's
Yeah.
not worth you ruining your reputation to just spit something out really quick, and it's not your standard Kandy and
Right.
Chrome.
Right. Yeah. The name it has to live up to its name. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the product has to live up to its name, I guess. So in that aspect, yeah. I mean, even if it is something as simple as a phone case or something like that, something on a small scale. I mean, I like taking my time with it. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
if it ain't right, it ain't right. It ain't gonna go. I ain't just gonna ship out some silly stuff.
Right,
So
right.
yeah.
And let's face it, I mean, that's not what the lowrider culture was about, right? I mean, when you started, like you said, when you were younger and you wanted your car and you wanted to get it working, you learned how to do things on your own because it was most A, cost efficient, B, it taught you something, and it's a rite of passage for the lowrider culture that when you start a build like that, you see it all the way through. It's not something that you say, hey, you know what? It's 1985. I think by 19 maybe May of 86, I'm going to be done with this car. No, this is a passion, and even when you're done with your car, you're never done with it, right?
It's never done, man. They're never done.
Yeah,
There's always something. I mean, there's always something that Well, I mean, at least for me, like my personal cars, like there's always something that I'm already anticipating my next, saying the next modification that I would want to do, or what I'm saying. There's always something
yeah,
going down, man.
absolutely, absolutely. And to me, it was really surprising, to know your name because I remember seeing your name in Laura magazines growing up, and I remember seeing the paint jobs, and your paint work is extremely unique. The layout that you do on your paint for your real cars, he started transferring into the RC lowrider scene, and you see the similar style. It's very unique, and not a lot of people can master that. Um, that style, that grace that you bring to your art, your passion, is
Uh-huh.
something that obviously grew over time, right? Had to find your style. That style wasn't there from day one, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, like I said, it's just something that you start somewhere and you just develop it over time. It's not like I just came out of nowhere with this. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
it's it's borrowed too at the same time because uh, I mean I didn't invent the water drop. The water drop effect, but painters before me done that paint effect, and I'm saying, and I'm just like kind of integrating it or putting my twist to it, I'm saying,
Right, right,
and just adding it, making it my own, something one
right.
way or the other.
Shoot.
And that's kind of the beauty of custom painting, is that you could take a certain style or whatever, and put your flavor to it, add your twist to it, to that, to come up with something different. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And just keep the wheel, just keep the custom painting wheel evolving, kind of making something new, making something out of nothing,
Yep, yep. And for you being in the real car scene for so many years, and then all of a sudden the Redcat 64 gets introduced, and what sparked your interest into that platform to start doing stuff with that?
Oh man, I mean, who else is coming out with a fully functional RC car, man? Nobody else. I mean, you guys knocked it out of the park with that, man. I think, to me, that caught my eye right away, because I'm like for me, I mean, like I said, I started out with model cars, you know what I'm saying? So for me, that it's like it almost feels like it's full circle, because I'm back doing, smaller scale cars, but now I think with the knowledge that I know now, I'm applying, my skills to what I know now to these RC cars,
Right,
and it's like, I don't know. It feels like I'm back in the back in the days, back in my high school, junior high days,
right,
building a model car.
right, right.
Messing with these RC cars now. You know what I
Right,
mean?
getting lost
So
in your room for like 5 or 6 hours, taping and painting,
yeah.
and
Well, I mean, I'm kind of limited on time, but I
yeah,
do. I am a little more efficient with my time now, as far as producing a pretty decent page I'm on a RC car. You know what I mean? So it just kind of, I kind of enjoy it. It kind of does take me back to when I used to build models, like, just adding the little, building the RC, the body. It requires you to add the little parts, the mirror, and all the little antennas and all that stuff. So it
right,
kind of does take me back a little bit.
right.
But
For a
I
lot.
just I just had to, man. I just had to, when I seen you guys, when I seen Jeffrey's coming out with his stuff. Um, it's just, I've always been following that guy for a minute, and I seen that he partnered up with you guys. So I was like, man, I gotta, what I'm saying, I gotta be cool with you guys, man. Hell yeah.
Working with Jeffries, I obviously got the tail end of that. I didn't really was involved with the 64 when it happened, but I was, I'm not, I was, sorry, I am on another podcast where we actually interviewed Jeffries. And then the next week we interviewed Matt Jackson, the engineer here in house. So we get to hear the story from both ends, man. And it was really an awesome
Oh,
experience to see, what Jeffries brought to the table, and he brought the concept. Redcat wanted to do something really unique and different. He had this idea. We had the engineering knowledge and power to do so, and boom,
yeah,
the Redcat 64 was born.
yeah, yeah.
And like for me, it was one of those cars that when it came out, I didn't even care what it cost. Like, I'll put it on a card, I'll deal with it later, because I had to have it. Because like you,
Yeah.
I was that kid in junior high, building model cars and using
Yeah.
motors, tiny motors with what was it, with fishing line,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah. That's it.
bending your arms and everything. And that
The U
was,
bar.
yeah, yeah. And that was the way to make them hop and move. But the coolest thing that I always envisioned was, wouldn't it be cool if I could take this model car and then drive it around so it goes forward, backwards, right to left, and I can
That's
control
where
that,
that's that's where I think Jevers is ahead of his time, because he's been doing that since forever. I remember, what I'm saying, seeing the stuff way back in the days, and he was already, on that level. You know what I mean? As far as putting full rear ends, making realistic suspensions work, and being remote control at the same time. So it's like that. He was already there, man. He was ahead of the game since way back, man.
Yeah,
So that dude's been on that level since
he
forever.
he has. I remember being, I don't know, maybe in my early 30s, maybe late 20s, and I would see this Jeffries website pop up every once in a while, and I got so mad because nothing was for sale. Like, I'm like, I
Oh,
want to
okay,
build one
yeah,
of those. He's got a video of it. I
yeah,
want one. And like, It was a big tease, but nothing ever came of it. You know.
Yeah, he never sold his stuff neither.
No. And there was one that got sold, and I saw it get opened
The
up by someone.
64,
Yeah,
the yellow one.
be switched, right? I believe was it.
Oh, okay, I think it was that one. Yeah.
And some kid that bought it opened it up and did a review on it, and like that just made me go, okay, we can't be that far away. Someone's got to, you know, take this on and make it unique and make it dope, you know. And so,
Yeah.
you know, lo and behold, 2020 was a horrible year for everyone, but it was an amazing year for our scene because we got to, you know, break the mold and do something unique and new that no one really has had the chance to do in a commercial standpoint, you know?
Yeah. Being able to mass produce something, you know, that nice, you know what I'm saying, I think that's a whole nother level right there. No, I don't, no other companies doing that. So you guys stand out from, you know, from that standpoint, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. You know, you got a lot of guys that are in the feed, man. They're giving you lots of love, lots of respect, lots of positive thoughts and words, man. They love what you do, and they're not shy to be vocal about letting us know that they're proud of you. Tell me a little bit about what kind of a time frame does it take, or how many man hours do you usually put into a real full paint job? You know, we're talking body work, primer, you know, taping off, the paint work, the multiple layers that I'm sure you do, clear coat, cutting, buffing, the whole nine. How many man hours do you feel you take to do a full paint job?
Man, I mean, I think it's countless, dude. I mean, because like I said, these projects are never ending. Like I'll do a section of a car, let's say a roof or something, and then next thing you know, the owner of the car is like bringing me parts. You know, I usually do cars sections at a time. You know what I mean? Like it's just never ending. The people, like my customers, they'll usually do like the roof, the exterior first, and then they'll bring me like hydraulic parts or, you know, stuff to accommodate, to kind of match what you got going on the outside. And, you know, it's just never ending. Just one project could take years, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like I said, these there's so much you could do on just one car, you know what I mean? So multiply that by, you know, 2 or 3, 4 projects you got going on at the same time. It's like you could stay pretty busy real easily, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just crazy, man.
Tony Gutierrez, one of our top fans, wanted you to know that he's coming at you for his next body for his 64. And Tony, I'm gonna have to put a little wall up and be like, no, you can't do that yet because I got to hit him up for this. He wants a Raiders themed out color scheme 64. So the reason why I say he can't have it is because I got to have it first. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Either that or I got to go like a green and gold, you know, setup. Some candy apple with gold, something to reflect my Bay Area Oakland athletics theme, you know? But yeah, that's the fun part about the hobby, right? Is that Redcat offers clear bodies so that everyone out there can try to make their own unique. And you offer services, thankfully, that allows us to have something that is a one of a kind, right?
Yeah, I mean, as far as being able to pick and choose your colors, I mean, yeah, I mean, you could on my website, I mean, I basically offer that service as far as being able to order, pretty much customize your own Redcat 64 body. There is a little bit of a wait list on that though, but I mean, like I said, I like taking my time on each project, so I'll pump them out, you know, about one or two about per month, you know what I mean? So, you know, they get there. I mean, as far as being able to take care of, you know, real car projects, I'll do that. Majority of my time, my website stuff, I'll do that, you know, somewhat of a side hustle, pretty much, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like side work, which either or, I enjoy doing it either way, because, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it just makes me feel like I'm building a model car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just, I know, on a little slight bigger scale and probably a little bit more detail than before.
Yeah.
With the paint work. I mean, I'm not painting it with nail polish anymore, but you know, I'm putting, you know, real actual, you know, candy paint, you know, House of Color candy paint, real actual the real stuff that I use on real cars. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
flakes, all that stuff, man.
Right. In a lot of the same technique at that, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, basically the same technique is applied
Right.
on these 6'4" bodies.
So Louis Alcala, also another top fan, wanted me to ask you if you offer any low budget bodies. He says you'll know what he means by that.
Yeah, man, that guy's on a budget all the time, man. He hits me up.
Right, right. No, man. That's one thing I really enjoy about the bringing together the RC community with the lowrider scene. You get to meet just a whole new realm of people, right? And
Yeah,
it makes the world just that much smaller when you get to know more people in that fashion.
yeah.
Someone wants to know if you would do non 64 custom bodies, but low RC car bodies.
But yeah, I mean, if they're trying to have a little bit of Kandy N Chrome flavor to it, yeah. I mean, as far as the flake, the candy, the stuff that I do, I mean, as far as being able to do like, I don't know, I'm open to anything really. I mean, it's just it is a bit of a waiting list though, because I mean I got quite a bit of stuff,
Sure. I'm, t-
uh,
I'm telling
going
you,
on.
I'm telling you, Pablo, I'm gonna have to get on that waiting list because I'm working on a tow truck or my tow rig, which is going to be the vehicle that's going to tow my 64. It's going to be a Chevy C10 towing my
Yeah,
my 64. So I might be okay with just waiting. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's going to be so worth it. We'll have a cool matching scheme on both.
That'd be pretty tight. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So man, that's awesome, bro. Tell us a little bit about your favorite attributes about the Redcat 64. Obviously, you've had a lot of time to play with them, and maybe not a lot of time, but a lot of opportunity has come to you with putting together the bodies and assembling them. Is there anything about the car that you like the most, and maybe something that you may
I mean,
feel like we can do better?
well, I mean, as far as the proportion, I think you guys are on point on that. I mean, like the grill, everything looks on point. I mean, you could see. I mean, to me, it looks like it's to scale. You know what I'm saying? I just like the detail. I think as far as maybe I know it's kind of compromising the you might need to redesign the the servos and reposition the servos whatever in order to get a full interior. But that might be, I don't know, maybe somebody might come up with that. That's the beauty of this though. You could like you guys could customize it to however you want. So I
Right.
think something like that, just having a full interior would probably be the next level as far
Absolutely.
as the coming out with something nice, as far as improvement, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
um I mean, if you guys at Redcat, I mean, if you guys offered chrome suspensions on your website, I'm pretty sure everybody will eat that up. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's pretty much what we need at this point.
Yep.
Just fully already chromed out suspensions.
You know.
I think because I mean, well, at least for me, I know mostly everybody's using the Molotov pen, the chrome pen, whatever. So that's not nowhere near,
No.
what I'm saying,
Uh,
nowhere near a chrome finish, but it's close enough for now. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I think chrome suspensions would be pretty cool on if Redcat offered that. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's separately sold. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
People could just go on there and purchase whatever they want, like it's just chrome rear end or
Right.
chrome front A arm or whatever.
Right. I
That'd be
know.
tight.
I know that there's been quite a bit of talk about it already. Hopefully, it turns out to turn out to what I expect it to be, and hopefully something that we can offer, as well. So I'm not saying keep an eye out for it. I'm just saying that I know that we've heard it quite a bit, and
Yeah, I
it
think
would.
that's what I like about you guys though. I mean, you guys, got your ear to the what I'm saying, to the concrete. You guys are listening to the audience as far as what they want and all that. So I mean, that's much props for that. You guys at Redcat, whatever.
Well, we
So yeah,
I think that's one thing that we really try to do and to try and harness is be as good as what our community needs, right? And sometimes people forget because the 64 brought on a lot of people that were never into the RC hobby before. Um,
including myself.
oh, really? So the RC introduction was a 64 for you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
would have to say so because, like I said, I was more into the model car stuff when I was younger,
Hmm.
and since I was you know graduated into painting real cars, I never really messed with the model
Right.
cars
There was no
since
need
then.
to. Yeah.
So yeah, so for me to jump back, you know what I'm saying? For me, the RC car, the 6.4, the Redcat 6.4 kind of brought me back to a smaller scale, to building smaller scale stuff. And you know, that, like I said, it just takes me back, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
A
right.
little bit. So yeah.
Absolutely. Well, see, like I came from a realm of RC where we were really big into creating crawlers, right? Rock crawlers. And
Yeah.
our rock crawlers were just regular rock crawlers. We went out every weekend. And at some given point, I decided I'm going to go that way with rock crawlers and not go this way anymore and not go that way. You got competitions this way. You have just a standard weekend warrior here. And then you got the guy that wants to geek out and make everything really scale, right?
Yeah.
And that's where I really got heavy into modifying my cars and making full interiors and really making, all those things. So what I was getting at earlier was, since my introduction was not the 64, when people say, hey, you know what, it should have came with this, should have came. I'm like, oh, dude, trust me, I got cars, RC cars and trucks that I've purchased that had less than that, but it's all here,
Yeah.
right? It's all the creativity. Like you carry
Yeah.
that passion here and here, and you bring that art out to people, right? And that's why you got awesome guys like the RC Patina guy that looks outside of the box and creates, custom interior work as well. And you follow the page, I'm sure you see all the people that make
Yeah.
all these custom things as well. And that's what I love about the hobby, is that it always allows you to, be creative, right? And be unique and be able to make your vehicle stand out to give you
Yeah.
pride when you take it out. So when the 64 came out, I was like, that's something that I want to have it to a point where I can be equally as proud as the stuff that I've done in the past. And sometimes that means, going to someone like you to get that extra flavor in the paint. I want to be able to pop my collar and be like, I've been Kandy N Chrome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
feel you.
that's
No,
my,
I think you guys did a pretty good job as far as having a pretty good canvas to be able to customize it. You know what I'm saying? Be able to, cut the trunk open, or,
yeah,
chop the top or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You guys
yeah,
being able to also like provide the clear bodies to do a custom paint job instead of, you know, having to work with the red or the blue body. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
I think that's kind of one of the things I like about, the 6.4 scene or whatever. But no, man, I think that's just cool, man. I've been checking out everybody's build, man. I mean, even putting scale pumps and all that stuff, man. That's just tight,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
What's the name? Actually, what's the name? Louis doing all the hand engraving on all his
Yeah,
chrome trim.
dude. Louis gets.
That's the trip, up, man.
Yeah, if you guys don't follow Louis, man, you guys got to follow Louis. Louis does some awesome engraving work on his cars, and he doesn't just do that for RC cars. He does that for real cars as well. That's like his thing. I know me and him had a lot of awesome conversations. I'm like, dude, like, you want to be a maestro, you want to be a teacher, you want to teach people that craft. You don't want it to just die out when you're done with it.
Right.
We, like anything else, it's the culture, like cultura. We want to be able to carry that on for generations, so that everyone can enjoy it for ages to come. Let me ask a question. So, do you have a favorite car that you've painted? Real car. You've painted a lot of cars. So do you have one specific that you in your mind can go back to and it's your favorite?
I mean, they're really, it's kind of like you're asking a question is to the realm of like which one's your favorite kid? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like each project is just massive amount of hours into them. So I just kind of I like them all. I like the finished product on each project. On each project that I did. I mean, as far as for me, my personal favorite car, though, I mean, just standalone year Impala is just will have to be the '59. So the '59 Rag Impala that I painted, a purple one that I painted out in Las Vegas, Street Player '59. That one's a cool one. I mean, that one's all out as far as being me touching it. Like the floorboards, everything's patterned out on it. I mean, a lot of people say it might be a little bit too much, but that's kind of what I basically did what the owner wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wanted patterned out everything. That's what he got. You know what I'm saying? And it's a not only is it a show car, he's out there driving it. it's like not a lot of show cars do that. So he's out there dipping it. So I think that probably has to be one of my favorite cars that I've done, that I painted, that 59 Impala, Northtown Player 59. You know, I've had quite a few show cars that I've done. I mean, they're all, to me, I think I like them all. I like them all. They're each individual car is like unique in its own way. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's just it's kind of hard to choose though. But me personally, I like the 59 Impalas. That's like my personal favorite Impala.
Okay.
I mean, I think that'd probably be something cool that if Redcat comes out with something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I'm hoping and praying something cool comes out. They got a lot of cool stuff. I mean, I know, but I don't know anything at all.
Right.
But I know we got some cool stuff coming, so it's going to be a great year, I think. And
I think that'd be pretty cool. You
right.
guys kind of something like that.
I think it's safe to say that Redcat Racing as a whole wants to be RC Lowriders. You know, we want to be the hub centric for this movement. We feel like with Jeffrey's help and our amazing engineering team, we've been able to create something awesome. And it'd be a shame to not, you know, grow with it over the years. So like I said, keep an eye out. There's gonna be some cool stuff. We're always thinking. We're always got the wheels turning, and hopefully in that fashion we get to bring you guys, our community, a lot of awesome stuff over the next couple of years for sure. Where can one go if they want to sign up for you to do some work for them?
Just on my website, CandyNChrome.com. I mean, Candy with the K, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kandy, the letter N, and then Chrome. Just pretty simple. I try to simplify it, you know, make it as simple as possible to order, you know, your custom painted 6.4 body. I mean, it's real basic. You can just select your colors, you know, select I have several few options to where, you know, you could probably add the chrome or the gold trim on it, or, you know what I'm saying? You could, It's all pretty much pick and choose. You kind of basically building your own custom car at that point, like custom 6.4 body at that point, because like I understand there's different levels of budget. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have the budget to pay another $500-$600 for just the body. You know what I'm saying? So some people, they just go with some simple, you know, just the painted body with a pattern top, you know, something like that might be a little bit cheaper. And you know what I'm saying? So I try to make it a little versatile for everybody, you know, a little more available for more people to be able to, you know, order something on there. But I mean, I just try to you know, provide that service, you know what I'm saying? So, and aside from that, I mean, for the fools that are on an even lower budget, you know, I went ahead and created a few of my designs on a sticker. So instead of, you know, adding the standard sticker that comes with the 6.4, I mean, you could add a sticker that's designed by me, kind of just a little different flavor, you know, just a little to give you a little different look, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the same time, I was kind of experimenting with different sticker adhesives. So the sticker that I'm using now, it is a little bit more stickier, you know what I'm saying, than the one that I first came out with. But yeah, I mean, those are a little bit more affordable.
Sure.
And I mean, just another. I plan on doing some more new designs for the stickers, and also for the custom painted ones also. So, you know, just like I said, I take my time, so I'll develop that in due time, and I'll bust out some new designs, man.
Perfect. Perfect. No, I love it, man. And I love the fact that you're flexible in the fashion that you want to offer the community a couple options so that you kind of fit everyone's pocketbook, right? Like you said, not everyone can go full till for the 600 for the jugular, but you know, there's some other options that hopefully work better, you know. Let me see. Do you is the 64 that you have in front of you, is that your personal 64?
Actually, I painted this for a customer. He's wanting his real car painted. He like a black with the pattern type. So I'm kind of actually utilizing the 6.4 body. Damn, man, chill out, homie. I got the guard dog on duty. Hey, go outside. You know what I'm saying? I basically painted this for a customer of mine that he wanted his car to be black with the pattern top. So I'm just using it as a real life just a kind of an example of what the real car would look like.
Sure.
In person in real life, So it's for a customer. I got my hands on it because I'm still doing a couple little things to it. Still, but yeah, I'll take it out once in a while when I'm out at cruises. You know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and just floss it out there, and everybody trips out on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just something a little more different than the red or the blue. You know what I'm saying? The red or the blue 6.4 body. Which is pretty cool.
And it's a gorgeous car. You got the skirts on it too, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah.
You added on to it. Run us through your process on this. It looks like this one's going to be a design on the top itself, and it's a single color on the bottom.
Yeah,
correct?
The body. Well, I don't know if it might not show on the camera too good, but the body is a black metal flake. And then the top is kind of like a gold with a candy black. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of candy black fades on it.
Yeah.
Some real simple. Not a whole lot to it, but it's just it just dances. I mean, I don't think the flake shows right here, but when it's on the sun, man, it turns heads. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Everybody trips out on it.
Yeah, it's fire, man. That is gorgeous.
And yeah, I mean, it's cool for the client to kind of get an idea of what his car is going to actually look like in person.
Yeah.
Having this scale model of his actual car. So I mean, once the car's painted, I'll probably give him this body, and you know what I'm saying, and he'll probably display it at a show or something. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah.
So I'm just using the 6.4 body as a scale replica of the real car. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for this instance right here, but I mean, I do got other ones. I got this one right now that I'm painting for somebody that ordered on the website. You know what I'm saying? I got this purple one right here. I did a little bit of a gold trim on it. You know what I'm saying? I got the design that is optional on my website. You know what I'm saying? This guy just selected the different pinks and purples on it. So this one right here is for an actual client. Got a little bit of gold on it. You know what I'm saying? Just a little here and there.
Oh, look at that. One. Yeah.
So I got a few cars lined up as far as customers, you know what I'm saying, as far as painting them for customers. But this one right here is one that I did for a real car that I'm going to be painting in the future.
That's beautiful, man. That's awesome. Tell me a little bit about so the 64, the black one that we were just talking about. You obviously have your camber out a little bit. Did you do those mods to the car, or was they done by someone else?
Yeah, actually. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I did model cars back in the days, but I mean, I kind of got a basic, how like hands-on knowledge, as far as modifying stuff, making, messing stuff up, so I just took it upon myself. I just, extended the upper control arms. I don't know if that's the right way to do it or not. I seen some guy was 3D printing a spindle to make it camber a little bit more, but
yeah.
I just made like a little L bracket where the factory upper control arm mounts to extend the upper control arm a little bit. And yeah, I mean, it seems to work. It hops pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it still hits that bumper, so that was my main concern.
Right.
But I think as far as capturing the actual lowrider look, the tuck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The hopper look or whatever. I think it's on there.
Yeah.
It's got the custom tires from 3D Scale. It's got you guys' wheel, Redcat rim with the 3D Scale tire. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I think that tire right there is on point as far as realistic. It captures the realistic look of a 520 tire in my eyes. I think. I mean, it's there. I mean, I ordered the low profile ones from Redcat also, and I mean, I like those too. I mean, they grip the surface a little bit better when you're driving it around. But
yeah,
as far as looks, I think the 3D Scale tire, they nailed it. You know what I'm saying? As far as the shape, the proportion, it even says premium sportway on the sidewall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's I think that's on point right there. You know.
Yeah, and and that's what I love about the hobby in general, right? Is that there's a lot of support in that fashion that allows you um, opportunities to make unique stuff, right, and get stuff going in that fashion. Wheels, tires, you name it. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah. Yeah, it's
it's
pretty cool that everybody. It's pretty cool that everybody's pitching in as far as modification. Being able to purchase stuff like people are 3D printing. Parts that we need as far as be like the toe correct. All that stuff. Like
right.
everybody's like pitching in, like making it to pretty much perfect what you guys created. You know what I mean?
Right,
Kind of
right.
to customize it to take it to that next level.
Right, and
You know what I'm saying?
right, and just to remind everyone out there, those towing parts that are being sold, the file was created by our own, Matt Jackson here in house, so that was an opportunity for everyone to have options. And then since then, they decided to mass produce those updated parts. So I know we keep saying it like a broken record, but please rest assured, everyone out there is going to get a set that has purchased a car. So you're going to get a set no matter what from Redcat, as well as getting the flexible bumper set front and rear as well. So those things are all coming. It's just like anything else; everything takes time, and COVID has not been kind to shipping. But we really hope to make sure that our community feels supported in that fashion. Sometimes it's just taking a little longer than anticipated originally. But see, yet another reason why we want to stand behind the community and our product. I love the way the car looks. I love the cambered out look in that fashion. I definitely dig it. I love the way you use the skirts too, because that is so clean. You just don't get to see a lot of people trying to use them. Look at that, dude. That is so sick.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the lowrider look, I think everybody like that's the beauty about lowriding though. I mean, everybody has their own taste. Everybody has their own flavor. Some people like skirts, some people don't. To me, it's got to have them. 58 to 59, or 60 at least. They got to have that cruiser skirt. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it's lowriding is real versatile to where you have different aspects of people. Different people got the different flavors. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
everybody got their own touch. You know what I'm saying? So gotta have the skirts on the 6.4, man. As long as they clear. You know what I'm saying? 13x7s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're good.
You gotta have that shit.
Absolutely. All right, but what is there one thing that you can say to the new hobbyist that's joining just now and the 64 being their first car? Any advice you can give them? They just bought the car, they're opening it up for the first time, they want to start customizing. What are your first words of encouragement to them?
I mean, just have fun with it, man. I mean, if you guys have a certain route that you guys want to go with it, I mean, that's go for it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you wanna just open the hood and put a motor, make it look like a realistic motor in there, go for it. That's the beauty of it, man. Is you get to customize it any way you want it, man. It's just it's all about coming out with something bigger and better than the next dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Turning heads. You know what I'm saying? That's what in all lessons, that's what lowriding is all about anyways.
Right.
It's just about being unique and having some different, having some bigger and better than the next dude. You know what I'm saying? Outdoing the next dude. And it's kind of a competitive, pretty competitive sport or lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. But I mean, that's what I love about it. Is just, you could just pretty much put your own flavor to it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to chop the top off, or what I'm saying. Just go for it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're afraid, you're never gonna do nothing with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you just gotta handle it, man. If you mess it up, I bet you when you buy that second body, you're not gonna mess it up again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even if you do, just buy another one. Until you get it right, because that's the best teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
the best teacher.
I always tell everyone, hey, life's a risk, carnal. Just go for it.
That's the most realest shit anybody ever said.
I'm telling you, bro. To date, I'm saying it's sometimes you got to try it out. I mean, and like you said, you got to be comfortable knowing that at some given point you're going to make mistakes. But you know what? That's what makes everyone stronger. And that aspect goes way beyond lowrider. It goes for life. For life. Yeah. So don't be afraid, man. Enjoy your guys' cars out there. Paulo, man, we appreciate you, man. for those guys that are joining in late, we've been able to have an amazing show today with Pablo from Kandy N Chrome. He's been able to walk us through a lot of the stuff that he does for the lowrider scene, as well as what he's starting to do here with the 64 platform as well. If you are looking for a custom paint job, please reach out to www.candyenchrome.com. You'll be able to check out some of his, I believe he also offers sticker kits for both interior and exterior. Is that correct, Pablo?
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of interior kits also, because that's kind of one thing that you guys only offer the black interior kit. So some guys want the blue seat inserts or even a custom color. I kind of jump into that spot and be able to offer that a custom color interior kit at the same time, as well as with the exterior custom patterns. Like I said, I'm gonna be making a few more designs coming soon. So just just be on the lookout for that.
Perfect, man. We appreciate it. I believe you also do like cell phone covers too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Cell phone covers, 30-ounce tumblers, whatever, man. I try to like offer a wide range of customizable products. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, life's too short to be with the same boring ass phone case. You know what I mean?
Right.
You
So,
gotta turn some way. I mean,
I'm
if you
telling
can't
bro,
afford
if
you can't afford the Kandy paint job on your real car, at least you have it on a cell phone. You know what I'm saying?
right. And like, hey guys, like, so you guys know out there, like, wouldn't it be dope? Like, you roll up, you got take out your 64 out the trunk. You're on your phone. You got that custom Kandy N Chrome on your phone, custom Kandy N Chrome on your car. Like, dude, like that's like, whoo, that's
You know what I'm saying?
that's status,
It's
bro.
about flossy, man. You
Yeah.
gotta make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yep, absolutely, man. Paulo, man, we appreciate you so much, and thank you so much for being a part of today's show and being a part of the community as well, and giving us options to help us make unique decisions when it comes to building our next RC64. I look forward to a lot of the projects that you'll be working on. I'm always keeping an eye on the paint jobs that you do as well. So, man, much love. I appreciate you. Thank you for what you're doing for our community, the lowrider community, as well as the RC community. It really means a lot to me.
Cool, man. I mean, I appreciate you guys, checking me out. I mean, I'm just, doing what I enjoy to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all anybody can do. You know what I'm saying? Is just do what you guys enjoy to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Man, well, with that said, guys, today's show is a wrap. We appreciate all of you guys for stopping by, all of the love, all the comments, even the comments we don't want to see. We still say thank you. Much appreciated. But again, as everyone knows, Pablo Kandy N Chrome, if you are just chiming in now, make sure you started from the beginning when it posts. It's been a great episode, and we've been able to highlight another amazing builder, an iconic legend when it comes to the lowrider scene. So if you want to check out more, again, www.candyenchrome.com. And if you didn't know, we are now offering the 64 back on our website. We have a shipment of blue that arrived, and we should hopefully have some reds arriving shortly after. But if you're looking to pick up a blue 64, we now have them on our website as well at www.redcatracing.com. Again, we appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of Redcat Live. Pablo, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We appreciate all the love and support, guys, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Pablo, hold on one second, brother.
Yeah.